immediately get to spazzing. How did the car get in a ditch? Who put the car in a ditch? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, KCTV. Now today I'm actually going to be doing another story time for you guys. And this story time is going to be about my best friend's epic fail of a 21st birthday. Like, it's one for the books, going down in history. Like, this night was a movie, for real. So let's get right into the story. So, my best friend, let's call her S. We're gonna call her S. So my best friend S. So it's her birthday, and you know, she's like one of those really chill people, so she doesn't like to like do all of that extra stuff for their birthdays and actually anything. So she was just like, I just want to go out to eat and, you know, just chill out, whatever, with my best friends. So we all go out to eat. We go to this really nice restaurant called Rock Bottom. So we went to Rock Bottom. We get our food, blah blah blah. Then she orders her drink because, you know, she's finally 21 now, so she can finally have a legal drink. So she gets first she gets, I don't remember what the first drink was that she got, but the second one was called a Blue Mother. So I'm pretty sure that had a role in how the rest of the night played out. She has those two drinks, cool, everything's great, she downs them, whatever, and we eat, cool. Then I get the text like, hey, it's a move to a kickback, and I'm like, oh, you trying to go? She said yes. I say cool, we go. Pull up, we're waiting for everybody to get there. They end up setting up everything. They go down to the basement, they set up the table, they get the cards, because you know, at every function cards must be played. So they get the cards, they get the liquor, they get the music, cool, we vibing, we getting it, we playing cards, spades, I'm winning, me and my team winning, we taking shots, hey. So she is taking like a whole bunch of shots because they're like, once they found out it was her 21st birthday, they're like, oh my gosh, you gotta take a shot of like everything. She's like taking a shot, mixed dark and light. Don't forget about those two drinks that she had earlier. And like, she just feeling it, she in it. She's like, Kennedy, I said, girl, no you not. You know how you gotta tell them like, no you not. You good, girl, you good. Chill, we good. We all vibing, we cool. Cause I'm just like, you know, have fun. It's your 21st birthday. Go crazy. Do what you need to do. Alright, so we all playing games. We're playing drinking games. Like, you know, the whole nine. Y'all pretty sure y'all saw my other story time drinking. We always play drinking games when we really trying to get tea. So, alright, fast forward. Me and my guy friend, we're like, we want to go jump on a trampoline outside. Like, have you ever jumped on a trampoline while being tipsy? That's lit. So we go outside, we jumping on a trampoline, everything's cool, we turning up, blah blah blah. I leave my purse on the table because I'm not finna jump with my purse in hand. Like, come on now. Then when I come back, grab my purse, everything's still in it, everything's cool. Then the guy friend who told me like, hey, come jump, when I walk back in the house, he's like, hey, your friend, she up in here screaming like to the top of her lungs, and dude parents trying to sleep. Now you gonna have to make her be quiet or she gotta go. So I'm like, oh, here goes the night. Let the night begin. So I go in the bathroom. She is screaming at the top of her lungs like, ah! I'm like, chill. What's going on? What's the problem? Like, what's wrong right now? And so it's two other of her friends that, you know, of her best friends or whatever. And they just like, she's on the floor like just cutting up, and I'm like, and they just looking at her, and I'm like, bruh, oh my god, get her up. Why is she laying on this bathroom floor? That's really disgusting. I finally get her up and I sit her on the toilet, and I'm like sitting her up and I'm trying to talk to her calmly because I'm like, you need to calm down, you need to chill out before you get us kicked out. Like, come on now, get yourself together. So I tell dude like, go get me some water. So he goes and gets me some water. So I am feeding her like she's a baby. I got the bottle to her mouth like this, feeding her, like giving her some water to drink. She's like, I'm good. I'm like, you want to just lay down? She's like, yes, I want to lay down. So I'm like, all right, come on, let's go lay down. So we go back downstairs. She lays down on the couch. Well, she passes out on the couch. She like, so she sleep. She done for, it's over with. So, you know, more people coming to the kickback or whatever, and we all just still turning up, listening to music.
Got two of everything, 2 watches, 2 chains, and 2 pistols, not just 2 pistols, 2 crystal, extend those longer than pencil.
Another one of my guy friends, me and him were like hanging out, we cooling or whatever. We went outside and we was just chilling outside talking to then finally somebody comes upstairs like, Kennedy, your friend is throwing up. I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm like, what you mean? Like, is she good? Like, where is she in the bathroom? They're like, no, like she threw up all over the floor. I'm like, oh my God. So I go downstairs. This girl has throw up all over her. This is just like me. This is like what happened to me, but I was just around only 3 other people. So we need to get her up and we have to get her to the car. And they're like, all right, we're finna go. Her friend's like, where's the keys at? Now, mind you, let me rewind. I was driving her car that night because she doesn't like to drive on like highways and stuff like that. And then it was her birthday. She was like, she don't feel like driving, blah, blah, blah. So I had her keys in my purse. So when I checked my purse, her keys were not there anymore. And I'm confused at this point because I remember her giving me the keys and I put them in my purse. Now, my keys were in my purse, my money was in my purse, my debit card was in my purse. Everything was in there when I checked it the first time. So I had forgot that her keys weren't in there. So I'm just like, when I see all my stuff there, I'm like, okay, I'm good. So then I'm like, wait a minute, like her keys ain't in here. So then we looking around for the keys, cannot find the keys anywhere. So some more people come to the party and they come downstairs. They're like, somebody's car is in a ditch. And we're like, what you mean? Like, what are you talking about? They like, no, for real, somebody's car out there in a ditch. And I'm like, okay, what that got to do with me? Whatever. So then they like, Kennedy, I think your car in a ditch. What? You're tweaking. No, like my car's in the driveway. I parked in the driveway. I remember pulling in the driveway. What are you talking about? Like, my car's in the driveway. You're tweaking. Stop talking to me. They're like, somebody's car's out there in a ditch, and I think that is your car. I'm like, so now at this point, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting mad. What do you mean my car is not, stop saying my car is in a ditch. How is it in a ditch? I parked the car in the driveway. So we all go outside because I'm like, y'all, like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all tweaking. So we go outside. The car is in a ditch. Immediately get to spazzing. How did the car get in a ditch? Who put the car in a ditch? Where are the keys to the car? Just going off on everybody. At this point, so my best friend S, she is sitting on the porch. We put her on the porch. We all start this little search party for these keys. So we got the flashlights on, walking around in the grass, just looking. It's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. So we're looking around the grass all over the yard. It's a big old yard. I'm gonna insert a picture of the car right here. I'm playing investigative. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Did you have something to do with this? Where were you at? I'm gonna remember exactly who came in and out this place. Her other 2 friends, I don't really know what they were doing. They were kind of just like there at this point. So when I go back in the house, come back outside, they're like, oh, well, we found the keys, but not the car keys. We just found the house keys. Now these keys were all on one chain. So I'm like, how you find the house keys but not the car keys? So they give me the house keys. I put it in my purse. So I'm still over there tending to my friend. 10 minutes go by and they're like, we found the car key. So I'm like, I rush over there like, okay, where was the car key at? They're like, it was under the car. What? Who found the key? So they're like, this guy, we're gonna call him Q. They're like, Q found the key. I'm like, now I already know this guy's reputation, you know. So when they tell me it was Q, so you found the key? You of all people found this key under the car? We did a thorough search around the car, behind the car, everywhere. So how you find the key? He's trying to play like he just don't hear nothing, whatever. Now we got the key. Now everything is cool. We can try to get this car out this ditch. So I'm trying to tell them like, you guys need to get some cardboard, put it behind the tire so that it can, you know, catch traction onto something and be able to roll out. All of these idiot guys ignoring me like I'm just not saying anything of relevant information. And they put a brick, 2 bricks behind each wheel of the car. So then this guy comes over like, you guys need to put cardboard under the tire and you guys need to move that brick because it's not good for the tire. And then everybody has this revelation. Oh yeah, we gotta move the brick. Why didn't we think of that sooner? And I'm like, Wow, so when I said that and y'all wanted to ignore me, anyways, they get some bin lids or whatever, and they put it, then the idiots put it in front of the tire. If you're trying to reverse out of here, why would you put the bin lid in front of the tire? But did they listen to me again when I told them to put it behind it? No, they acted like they just knew what they were doing. Then when somebody else comes over and says, put the bin lid behind the tire, they're like, oh, why didn't anybody tell us that sooner? I'm like, really? Fast forward, more failed attempts of this. They're going at this for like 30 minutes. Nothing is happening. Nothing is working. So eventually they're just like, we need to call a tow truck. So they call a tow truck, and the tow truck's like, well, it's going to be a few hours. Nobody has a few hours. At this point, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. One of her friends that came with us, she calls another tow truck, and then they're like, you know, it's going to be a while. She's like, I don't have a while. I'll throw you an extra $100 if you come right now, which was super good friend move right there, because you just paid $140 to get your friend's car, you know, towed. Now, you remember how I told you guys that I was suspicious about the boy Q? So that, it was strike one as to why I think that he was the one who did it, because how you find the keys of all people. Strike two was when I was standing next to one of my guy friends, and he had said something to Q, and Q was just like, I was just bored. So I looked.
What you mean you was bored? Bored? Why was you bored? What you mean? Why'd you say that? What that mean? You was bored, so then what? So you did this?
He keep on trying to ignore me like I just don't exist, because he knows that he did it. Strike three of how I know that it was him, because I asked another one of the guys that was there. I walked into him. I said, do you know who did this? He was like, yes, I do. And I'm like, who did it? He said, Q. Q and them had left at like 4, and we're still waiting for the tow truck. The tow truck finally comes at like 4:30, and they pull it out the pulls it out the ditch. And luckily there isn't really any damage to the car, but there's just a big old hole in the front yard. Whatever, but that's not my business. So then we leave, and I don't lay in my bed until 6:30 in the morning, and I had to be right back up to get up for work. Then the next day when I talked to my friend, she of course remembers nothing after sitting at the table. But when I talked to my friend, I'm recapping the whole night to her, telling her like, this is all that went down. That was it. And I'm just like, so what you want to do about Q? Like, what you trying to do? You trying to get somebody on him? Like, what you trying to do? She's just like, no, because she's not one of those confrontational type of people anyway. So she's just like, no, just let it go, blah blah blah. I don't want to start any more mess than it already is. Good that it was her. Better her than me. Let that into my car. So I would have had immediately somebody at his door. I do not play that. That is not even cool. You know, this is where I also think that it was messed up, because Q, now, he got the keys out of my purse. So clearly, if you see some car keys in my purse, then you're going to automatically assume that they're my keys. So you took the car thinking it was my car, but then whole time you feel dumb once you find out that it's this helpless, drunk girl's car who can't do anything about it. When I see you, I'm on that with you. So, okay, that is the story. Now, if you guys enjoyed this story time, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Now, if you want to hear more story times, let me know. Thank you for tuning in again to KCTV. I'll see you guys next time.